What's up, guys? Welcome back. I got some more Madden 15 screenshots, and this time we're going to be showing you some of the scenery and some of the actions that the guys are doing, and we're going to take a look at this graphically and see if this is a true next-gen experience. By the way, if you're new here, not a subscriber, go on ahead and subscribe, man. We got a whole bunch of news that's going to be coming out on Madden 15, so if you're a big Madden guy, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to this channel. But is it just me, or does this game not even look like Madden 15? To me, it kind of looks Madden 13-ish. Like, this is definitely not next-gen graphics in these particular screenshots. But these particular screenshots are all just scenery and actions of the guys on the field. Now, it's not in-game gameplay. Well, it's kind of pre-rendered or the best screenshots that they could give us. But I'm not sure if they got these from PC or they got them from Xbox 360 or PS3. It definitely doesn't look like Xbox One or PS4 screenshots. The definition in the arms, the sweat, and all of that crazy stuff that we've seen in previous screenshots aren't seen in these screenshots. The crowd, the background, the guys don't, the crowd doesn't look alive. It looks like, just kind of pasted on to the background sort of thing there. They don't look like they're interacting with the game. So I'm hoping, I don't really know what I'm hoping, but I can say that once again, when it comes to these screenshots, you just take it for what it is. EA is going to try to give you the best screenshots that they possibly can give you, and it's not going to be much for you to sink your teeth in. I actually got a caller here. Dave.
Yo.
I'm actually in video right now talking about some of these screenshots that I'm seeing. What's your opinion on E3 Madden? Because I know that that's what you want to talk about.
That's exactly what I want to talk about. I just got home to watch the trailer. The graphics look dope, man. I just hope they don't OP the defense like it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like that defensive line is just going to trash the offense.
Man, the defensive line looks a little outrageous. Like,
yeah, definitely. And we already know the blocking logic for EA is not the best in the world, so
they might have to step that up if they want to even the game out.
Yeah, and one thing that we didn't get, which is the one of the biggest problems with Madden 25, is the defense, the secondaries, like their logic, their AI, it's not the best.
Now,
and they didn't show us any of that at all.
You know what did look pretty good is that when you're stuck in a block, you can kind of control it. Like, your dude's just not stuck there.
True.
It looked like you could move the stick and kind of move your feet and all that.
Yeah, swim around it and all of that, which is a definite improvement if it works. If it works, let's keep that in mind, because you remember in 13 and then 25, the biggest feature that they had was ball hawking. You press the Y button and it doesn't even work.
Man, I just hope that every defense don't play like the Legion of Boom. You know what I mean? That's what I think is gonna happen.
Well, are you talking about the secondary? Or are you talking about the line?
I mean, just where you can just lock people up and you got 13 to 10 games all the time. Because there's only a handful of defenses in the NFL that can just stop you straight up. Seattle, San Francisco.
But you don't want to feel like you're being cheated at the same time. You don't want to feel like somebody knows how to abuse the AI and knows what to say. For example, in 25, you do a curl route, an out route, or a corner route, your DB is going to be about 10 yards away from the ball. Like, as soon as they cut, they're not even in the same they're not even in the same screen as the receiver. You know, so people know what to abuse.
I hope it's not an overreaction to what Seattle did last year, because we're still in the age where, quarterbacks are going for 5Gs and nobody even cares.
True. So we actually do need to beef it up a little bit. Definitely need to beef it up and still keep the game fun, but just the defense needs to react logically.
Yeah, it needs work.
And even if they try to beef it up, I just got this strange feeling that they'll beef it up, but they'll do it in a way in which it's like, all right, let's just make the AI smarter. Or no, let me change that. Let's just make the AI react better, but not necessarily make them smarter.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it's always a balance, man, between like the game straight up cheating you or it actually behaving the way it should.
Yeah, and and with that, it's like they're not necessarily fixing it if they're just programming it to react a certain way. Like once they get away with that, and I think this is more of a backbreaker thing, once they get away from just having like an AI doing something that's just programmed to do rather than it being reactionary, which we should be getting into now that we have next gen systems. If we keep going on just a like, all right, here's what the AI is programmed to do in this situation, it's just going to fail, because that's when you can take advantage of the AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, those defensive moves, even though that looks like a good addition, I'm worried. I am worried because a lot of people are just going to jump on that D-line and just swim move, spin move, and all types of craziness to get to that quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, for them to have done that to the defense, they better have paid some attention to the offensive line, making sure they're picking up their correct assignments. When the ball's hyped, they're not running backwards and then trying to block somebody. Like,
and that's what we're not hearing about. We're not hearing about the offensive line being improved.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough. It's a lot of thought that needs to go into it. So I don't envy those guys at all.
No.
I don't envy them, because you know, you try to bounce out one thing, then the other thing gets a little lopsided. You try to bounce, and it's all to try to appease everyone, and it's hard to appease everybody.
Yeah, I mean, what they generally do, which can screw things up, is try to go with the trends. Like, okay, Seattle won, so let's work on defense. Oh, Drew Brees set the passing record, so let's focus on the passing game. Or
Megatron just set the record for receiving, so let's make the wide receivers overpowered.
Yeah, exactly.
So they do go with the trend, but I don't know, man. I'm keeping hope alive. I'm not gonna rag them down just yet.
Itself looked good, right? Like, oh, let me ask you this: what do you feel about like the controls being on the screen? I didn't like that at all.
Well, they say, and I'm gonna do a video on what I read on Operation Sports, because there were some questions asked about stuff like that. You can turn that off, but I hope that that's not online. Like, you know, if you do it offline, I don't really care for it, because you know, you're doing it in the own comfort of your own home. You can turn it off at your own leisure, but I hope that it doesn't show online. I mean, it's already bad enough that we got the read option and it tells you who to read and who to pitch and all of that. So
yeah,
if we just get it on defense too, it's just gonna be freaking icons all over the place.
And it's just kind of telling people what to do, which is not cool if you play somebody online. Like, if they don't know, that's what makes you a better player than them.
Yeah,